Hey guys, Logan here at Boone Mountain Sports. I'm here with Riley.
Hi.
And we are super excited about unveiling 2425 in
here.
January.
I know, it's pretty crazy, and this is a really big deal. This is a really exciting new line for Nordica. It's one that you will recognize the name of, but it's a completely new ski. This is the all-new Nordica Enforcer Series. There's no longer an Enforcer Free and an Enforcer. It is all just one big family now.
Yep.
And they took their time on this. It's been in the works for about 4 years because they knew that they had to nail it.
They were replacing the Enforcer, which was probably the one of the number one selling skis in the world.
Yeah.
Amazing all-mountain skis. If you are a Nordica fan, you know exactly what we're talking about. The Enforcer 100 kind of came into play 10 years ago, and it just didn't change because they just hit the nail on the head with construction. It was a powerhouse of a ski, really good all-mountain, big mountain ski. And so they have a couple different versions of it because it was a little bit too much for some people.
Yep.
Right? So they came out with the Enforcer Free, which kind of freed up the tail, a little bit more twinny, a little bit different construction.
Also
using
like
carbon.
a quicker radius.
Yes,
you know?
a shorter radius for sure.
They definitely made that thing a little bit more snappy. And last year they came out with a series called the Unleashed, and they were finding that those two were kind of stepping on each other's toes a little bit. So they left that like free ride metal ski, the Unleashed series, alone, and that's a phenomenal ski.
Yep.
Definitely go hop on that thing. And they brought it back to kind of a little bit more of a traditional feel of what the Enforcer is. So Logs, you want to talk about some tech?
Yeah, so the construction is definitely different coming from the Enforcer and the Enforcer Free, but we're going to continue with a wood core. We're using poplar and beech, right? So poplar being your fun, playful, poppy, and then your beech being a nice hard wood to just kind of charge through all sorts of different conditions. The other thing they're utilizing is 2 sheets of metal in the men's series, but what they're doing is they tailored off the metal pieces about 2 millimeters on each side of the ski, but that's through the line. The next thing they did in the profile of the ski is they actually brought the tip down just a little bit, and they raised the tip just a little bit more in the tail to allow for a little bit easier initiation, right? But more powerful exit. So it's not so free, you know, you can dump speed a little bit easier than the original Enforcer, but you still feel that tail that you would in that one. It's going to have a little bit more of that kind of free feel, slightly.
Yeah, I felt a little bit more initiation was really strong just because they brought it in, brought it up.
Yeah, what I mean by that is just like the initiation's immediate.
Yep.
So they brought it down. So the reason why they're bringing it down is for that immediate initiation.
Yep.
So strong, you know, but it's not powerful. It's not going to throw you. You know?
Totally.
And that tail is going to be a little bit more soft. So strong initiation, easier tail. And the other thing too, they used to have a carbon chassis that went through underneath the binding, and they replaced that with a rubber polymer.
Yeah, it's called their Pulse Core.
Mm-hmm. And the Pulse Core, I think it made the ski, feel more dynamic and a little bit more lively.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the idea. I think carbon can be pretty overly damp, right? So you're not getting the energy out of the ski that you're putting into it. We got to ski the 104 particularly the other day, and when I got it on edge, I was blown away with the energy of the ski itself. It wanted to kind of push you forward and really get into that next turn, but smooth. I thoroughly enjoyed the 104 the other day.
Yeah, you know, one thing about when these companies decide to overhaul their big lines, they run a risk in losing the DNA, and there's a big kind of cult following behind the Enforcer. And for all you Enforcer skiers, don't be scared.
Yeah.
This is one where they really kept the DNA, and it feels like the next evolution of the series. And I think they did a fantastic job. There are 4 different widths. There's an 89, a 94, a 99, and a 104. So they kind of have hit the entire hill, which is fantastic. You know, your 89 is going to be great for that person who wants to go arc some GS turns, but also every now and then finds themselves in the bumps. The 94 is going to be kind of the next step up where you're maybe venturing into the trees a little bit, but still carving a lot, about a 60-40 split, something like that. The 99 is gonna be their meat of the market in this series, in my opinion.
I think so too. 99 is going to hit a lot of range of skiers, people that definitely want to be hitting front side and back side, a little bit of everything.
And the profile is phenomenal. I mean, it's got a ton of camber, so it's
have a ton of camber.
real snappy. The more energy you put into it, the more you get out of it, which is fantastic. And obviously the 104, that's your all mountain crud busting big mountain ski without going too wide.
Exactly. So you still have all of that edge control that you want. You know, this could be a lot of Colorado skiers kind of sit in this 99 104 area. You know, if you are deciding between, you know, sub 100 waist and then maybe going just over for a daily driver, you know, that these two this is a good contender to the 99, you know, as in like, but if you're going to spend more time on the backside of the mountain or like searching for snow, 104 is definitely the way to go.
Yep, as far as radius goes, we're talking about an 18, an 18, an 18.5, and a 19.
Yeah, so that 104, she likes to go.
Yep, for sure. So we're gonna have some early intro products, so check out the website when you get a chance. And we're like tipping our hats off to Nordica because
well done, boys.
You guys did a fantastic job. And we can't wait to go ski this thing in all sorts of conditions. So check it out. And
if you have any questions, give us a holler. Hopefully getting some of those skis here shortly.
Yeah.
So.
Do your snow dances.
Cheers.
Peace.